Baking cookies with Emily. A sweet plan. One Saturday afternoon, Emily Smith decided to bake cookies. She loved baking and wanted to make something special for her family. Her daughter, Lily, also liked baking and always helped her mother in the kitchen. "Mom, can we make chocolate chip cookies today?" Lily asked with excitement. "Of course. That's a great idea," Emily replied with a smile. Emily went to the kitchen and took out the ingredients: flour, sugar, eggs, butter, and chocolate chips. She also got the baking tray and the big mixing bowl. "We're going to make the best cookies ever," Lily said, ready to help. Getting started. "Okay, Lily, let's start by mixing the butter and sugar," Emily said, as she gave Lily the spoon. Lily carefully measured the butter and sugar and put them in the bowl. Then, she started to stir the mixture slowly. "It's a little hard to mix," Lily said, laughing. "That's okay. Keep going, and soon it will be smooth," Emily encouraged her. After a few minutes of mixing, the butter and sugar became soft and creamy. "Great job. Now, let's add the eggs," Emily said. Lily cracked 2 eggs into the bowl. She was careful not to get any eggshells in the mixture. "Perfect. Now we'll mix in the flour," Emily added. They both took turns stirring the dough, and soon it started to look like cookie dough. Adding the chocolate chips. "This is the best part," Lily said, holding the bag of chocolate chips. "Yes, it is. Pour them in," Emily said. Lily poured the chocolate chips into the bowl, and they mixed them into the dough. The smell of the chocolate was delicious. "I can't wait to eat them," Lily said, smiling. "We're almost ready, but first, we need to make the cookie shapes," Emily explained. Shaping the cookies. Emily showed Lily how to roll the dough into small balls and place them on the baking tray. "Make sure there's enough space between the cookies so they don't stick together when they bake," Emily said. Lily followed her mother's instructions and carefully placed each cookie on the tray. Soon, the tray was full of cookie dough balls, ready to go into the oven. "Now we just need to bake them," Emily said, opening the oven. They put the tray into the oven and set the timer for 12 minutes. Waiting for the cookies. As the cookies baked in the oven, the kitchen started to smell amazing. The sweet scent of chocolate and sugar filled the air. "It smells so good, Mom," Lily said, sitting at the kitchen table. "I know. I think the rest of the family will love these cookies," Emily said. John, Lily's dad, and her younger brother, Jack, came into the kitchen. "Something smells delicious," John said. "Are the cookies ready yet?" Jack asked, looking excited. "Almost. Just a few more minutes," Emily said. The cookies are ready. Finally, the timer went off, and Emily opened the oven. The cookies were golden brown and looked perfect. "They're ready," Emily said as she took the tray out of the oven. Lily couldn't wait to try one, but Emily reminded her, "We need to let them cool for a few minutes. They're too hot right now." Lily nodded and waited patiently, but she kept looking at the cookies. Time to eat. After a few minutes, the cookies were cool enough to eat. "Okay, everyone, it's time to try the cookies," Emily said, handing a cookie to each family member. Lily took a bite. "Wow, these are the best cookies ever, Mom." John and Jack also took a bite, and they agreed. "These are delicious," John said. "Can we bake cookies every weekend?" Jack asked, smiling. Emily laughed. Maybe. I'm glad you like them. The Smith family enjoyed their cookies together, and it turned into a fun and tasty afternoon. The new neighbor's dog. A new neighbor moves in. It was a quiet Saturday morning in the Smith family's neighborhood. John and Emily were enjoying their coffee when they heard a noise outside. "What's that sound?" Lily asked, looking out the window. "There's a moving truck next door," Jack said excitedly. "Maybe we have new neighbors." The Smith family walked outside to see what was happening. Sure enough, a new family was moving into the house next door. "Let's go say hello," Emily suggested with a smile. Meeting the new neighbors. John, Emily, Lily, and Jack walked over to the new house. A friendly-looking woman was standing outside with a dog on a leash. "Hi, welcome to the neighborhood," Emily said cheerfully. The woman smiled. "Hello. Thank you. My name is Mrs. Johnson, and this is my dog, Max," she said, pointing to the dog. Max wagged his tail and barked happily. "Nice to meet you, Mrs. Johnson. We're the Smith family. This is my husband, John, and our children, Lily and Jack," Emily said, introducing everyone. Lily bent down to pet Max. "He's so cute," she said. "Max loves meeting new people," Mrs. Johnson said. "He's very friendly." A small problem. As they were talking, Max suddenly pulled on his leash and ran toward the park across the street. "Oh no!" Mrs. Johnson exclaimed. "Max, come back." The dog didn't stop. He ran quickly into the park, and Mrs. Johnson looked worried. "Don't worry, we can help you catch him," John said. "Yes. Let's go after him," Jack said excitedly. The Smith family and Mrs. Johnson ran toward the park to find Max. The chase in the park. Max was running around the park, chasing birds and sniffing the grass. He seemed to be having a lot of fun, but Mrs. Johnson was worried that he might get lost. "Max, Max, come here," Mrs. Johnson called out, but Max didn't listen. "Let's spread out and try to catch him," John suggested. Lily, Jack, John, and Emily each went in different directions to try and catch Max. Jack tried to call him, but Max just kept running around. "I think he wants to play," Jack said, laughing. After a few minutes, Lily came up with an idea. "I know how to catch him. Max loves treats, right?" she asked Mrs. Johnson. "Yes, he does," Mrs. Johnson said. Lily had brought a small bag of dog treats with her. She held up a treat and called out, "Max, do you want a treat?" As soon as Max saw the treat, he stopped running. He looked at Lily and wagged his tail. "Come here, Max," Lily said, holding out the treat. Max ran over to Lily, happily wagging his tail. Lily gave him the treat, and Mrs. Johnson quickly grabbed his leash. "Thank you so much, Lily. You're a hero," Mrs. Johnson said with relief. A happy ending. Once Max was safely back on his leash, everyone felt much better. They all sat down on a bench in the park to relax. "I'm so sorry about that," Mrs. Johnson said. "Max is still getting used to the new neighborhood." "It's okay. He just wanted to explore," John said with a smile. "Max is a playful dog. I think he'll love living here," Lily said, petting Max. Mrs. Johnson smiled. "I think so too. And I'm glad we have such kind neighbors. Thank you again for helping me." Anytime, Emily said. If you ever need help with Max, just let us know. As they walked back home, Lily looked up at her mom. Can we get a dog too, Mom? Emily laughed. We'll see, Lily. We'll see.